Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to St. John in the Wilderness on this 22nd Sunday after Pentecost. I'm Father Josh Stevens, the rector here. It's wonderful to be with you today as we gather to worship. A few things before we jump in. First of all, if you are new or you're visiting, it's really good to have you. We welcome you. We look forward to getting to know you better. There are cards in your pews. If you can fill one of those out and put it in the offering plate, then we'll be in touch with you very soon. A few other things you might notice. I've got this headpiece here. We have a new sound system that's just been installed, so hopefully we'll do away with the distractions that I think many of us have grown tired of in recent months, and we'll be kind of testing it out and getting used to it. So let us know if you can hear everything well. Their speakers have been redone, the microphones, all kinds of things. So hopefully it'll make a big difference in terms of our worship together. We do have formation after the service. We'll be spending one last Sunday as we look at the gift of peace, the fruit of the Spirit that is the gift of peace. We'll be talking about how to cultivate peace in our lives as Christians, as the church. So join me for that conversation right after the service, and children and youth formation as well across the street. Our altar guild just did an amazing thing, filling candles and making worship possible as always, and they could really use some help in terms of new members. We'd love it if you discern and think about joining the Altar Guild. What an amazing ministry it is to handle holy things, often in quietness and prayerfulness. And they've had some folks that have been really important to their ministry that are no longer with us. So please do think about that, and you can talk to Catherine Harrell about it if you'd like to learn more. We also will have acolyte training followed by youth group at 12:30 today after the second service. Next week, we have our parish breakfast for All Saints Sunday, which lands nicely. And speaking of that, this week we have a nice opportunity, a little mini season. All Saints Day is November 1st. So you've got All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day on November 1st, All Souls Day on November 2nd, and then you've got All Saints Sunday a week from today. So I invite you to consider the communion of saints that shape us and that share, whose lives we share it as a church. Both the saints whose legend and whose victories inspire us, and those whose examples are more ordinary yet nonetheless a part of our lives, especially as we go into these couple of days around All Saints Day. On November 2nd at 4 o'clock, we will have All Souls Day service, where we will read aloud the necrology, those who have died in the last year, and others whose names you submitted. If you'd like to submit a name for that, then please do so by tomorrow to the office. Because we scheduled it outdoors, the weather dropped, the temperature dropped, so we'll probably be doing it inside, since I think the high that day is in the 50s, the low 50s. So that's on Thursday at 4 p.m. Any other announcements might be forgetting? Okay. Wonderful to be worshiping with you all today. So to that end, let us continue